look stunning.
I should hope so.
Come now, my dear, don't be like that. I was hoping we will get to bond over the celebration.
Let me know when it is time to leave.
Iara, please. I understand that you might be upset with how things went down, but I at least deserve a chance. Come on, just give me the benefit of the doubt.
Don't...
Good evening. You wouldn't mind that I sneak my dearest sister away from you, right, Ramses? But fear not, I won't steal her for too long. In the meantime, have you tried the roasted salmon yet? It's pure bliss for your tongue. Why don't you ravish a plate for yourself?
Well, if you say so, my dearest brother-in-law.
I would thank you for the rescue, but I don't feel like it right now.
No, not even a little thank you for your knight in shining evening suit? How mean.
Sorry. My mood has soured ever since that came along.
To be fair, you could have it worse. Could have been some old man thrice your age or some sick person that drags you down with him. On the other hand, though, nobody even comes close to my perfection, so it's a lose-lose either way.
Well, if you put it that way, I would blindly choose Ramses over you. So, are you here by yourself, or did you bring the harem with you?
Not today. They have the day off to recover from yesterday's exercises.
Careful now. Don't let a certain princess hear you. You wouldn't want her to get a wrong impression of you.
How considerate of you, but fear not. The princess and the prince enjoyed my presence quite some earlier on.
Having fun, huh? Shame I can't say the same for myself, thanks to the shirtless boy over there. You'd think the first ball I ever got to attend would be a positive experience.
Just because the old chains and balls gave a bad start doesn't mean the evening has to continue that way. Let's see how many of the dancing lessons you remember. Shall we?
It's intentional.
Did you see his face? I almost feel bad swooping his dearest fiancée away. Almost.
Don't be. This evening just became bearable. I never thought you'd offer something like that.
Funny coming from you. After all, aren't you the grand madam of pleasant surprises?
Oh, am I, dearest brother?
Well, at the very least, you could have more talents than you are letting most people know. Or, in Mother's case, I assume rather more than anyone wants to give you credit for.
And you claim to be different from those people?
It's no secret I have quite the flaws, even though I try my best to hide them. Rest assured, Lara, underestimating you is not one of these flaws.
It feels good to know there's an exception. In you, of all people. I should leave you to your admirers. I have many ways to continue my evening.
Ah yes, you have your tasks to finish. Royals to seduce, things to steal, people to kill. No, wait, that was me. Fear not. I shall always have time to aid you in your shirtless problem over there.
Lady Samir, I presume?
Yes, but how? Just don't tell me we've met before. It would be embarrassing if I didn't remember your name.
We haven't. I just make it my business to know people. My name is Iara Sankhe, delighted to meet another noble woman from the Commonwealth.
I'm confident you can understand how this deal will benefit both of our houses in the near future.
Indeed, I suggest we set things in motion as soon as possible.
Excellent.
It is not proper of a lady to spy around the corners, nor is it safe to wander alone.
You have entered the house of spies and assassins, Lord Abacassis. Inside these walls, spying is an aspect of nobility, and danger is equal to breathing.
My lady, entering a nest of vipers is stimulating for me. You're not telling me anything I do not know, but the fact that you hide is what intrigues me. It is well known that your lineage does not have that need. For that, our families had been enduring in the past, the foxes and the snakes. How come I hadn't seen you before?
It just so happens, like in many families, that the head snake prefers to keep some of its young in the dark, cut off from the world and its matters. So the little snakes have to improvise.
There are two ways to see it. They hide a great power or a great shame. Either way, I don't think you're okay with that.
Well, would you look at that? You're actually smarter than you look.
I may seem simply captivating and attractive, but I'm more than just a pretty face, my dear, and I can help you.
I'm listening.
It's a pleasure to see you all tonight. Are you looking for a change of scenery? If so, I would recommend you to find Matteo, the keymaster, to ask more about the castle's best spots. He should be in the library or in the gardens, so if you need a map to not get lost, he may help. This brunette in navy blue shirt knows the castle as the back of his hand because he has keys to every door. Matteo really is a man of many talents. I especially recommend his poem about the last stone dragon that was not destroyed. It was an honor to talk to you. Well, it's good to know we're on the same side.
Indeed. Would you like a stroll around the gardens, Lady Samir?
I'd love that, Lady Sankhe. Please, lead the way.
So, once we find him, I will pass by him and take the key from his belt. How about you help me out and keep him distracted with small talk?
And why should I be the distraction?
Well, I would gladly do it, but I have a tendency not to interact well with people.
Don't worry, I'm sure I'll get his attention. There he is.
Guess someone else saved you from the trouble of that. Here, you get to guard it.
I'll keep it safe.
Oh, for fuck's sake, just open.
Calm yourself, Rado. You're fretting more than a husband with a pregnant wife. We have the key right here.
It's kind of humiliating that you always get me out of such absurd trouble. But leave me the sarcasm, honey. You're not good for jokes. Finally, this is something worthwhile.
Well, well, what bunch of turncoats we have here? Radel, suspected of treason. Serene, a potential betrayer. And of course, Iara, my failed wife. Thanks to our king for forbidding these marriages.
What? Wife? Since when?
Since when your mother asked, practically begged me to take you as my wife. She believed it would be a strong union, but our king was against it, as usual. Yes, this time I don't mind. If your wife is a traitor, it is inconvenient.
I see. Who knew my mother had such poor taste in men?
And you would prefer a pretty golden boy like your brother? Pathetic. Oh, wait. You are his inconvenient sister now. I'm sure he will be grateful for the ruined engagement with the princess.
I suggest you worry about your own lack of engagement. From what I hear, you're not popular with women. Or did you think you had a chance with Lady Irfan? That attempt at flirting was just sad.
Silence, traitor! Lock them up!